Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we are talking about PowerIK. Now this is an add-in for Unreal Engine. It was actually recently purchased by Epic Games and given away to all of us for free. Now if you didn't know about that, that's probably because you are not subscribed. If you should subscribe, you will find out about the monthly giveaways. First Tuesday of every month, I always cover all of the assets included, and sometimes I do a more in-depth look, and that's what we are doing right now. We're going to go more in-depth with PowerIK. So as I mentioned, it is part of the monthly giveaway. It is in the free permanent collection, so you don't have a time limit to go ahead and download it. By the way, if you want to get the other 5 assets that we're giving away for free, you have until Tuesday, which according to this video is about 5 days from now. So just do be aware of that. The asset itself that we're talking about, available here on the asset store. It does work with 4.26. It just unfortunately doesn't work with 4.26, but don't worry, we'll show you how to go ahead and fix that. You scroll on down here, another thing that's relevance to you. You're probably going to want to go ahead and grab the example project here from Dropbox. The link is there. I will have this linked in the linked article down below if you want to grab the files to follow along. As you can see here, it is a full body IK solver. Lets animators push and pull any skeleton at any number of effectors. So basically, it's a way of doing more natural animations in an easier manner. You can do dynamic IK solutions or inverse kinematic solutions with, the ground being taken into account, and let PowerIK resolve this stuff instead of you having to do it manually. All right, so let's go take a look at it. If you want to get this guy up and running, once you have purchased it, air quotes around that, you will find it in your library. Just head on down, find PowerIK, and install it into your engine. You then need to go into Unreal Engine itself and go into Edit, Plugins, and then search for IK here, and then enable it and restart. Now, when you restart, you are going to get an error. This is unfortunate, but thankfully pretty easy to fix. Once you've got that and you've already installed PowerIK into Unreal Engine, so you've done this step right here, the installed or add to project part. Once you've done that, installed to engine, you'll find it under your install location, Engine Plugins Marketplace, PowerIK. Once you are there, all we need to do is go into Source, PowerIK Runtime, wrong one, SDK, lib, Win64, and grab these 2 files right here. And then what you want to do is go on back to the root to PowerIK, go into binaries, Win64, and paste. Now, if you are not on Windows 64, I don't know what you do. Install Windows 64 perhaps. All right, so anyways, once you've got that installed and good to go, here we are in the example project. This is what I downloaded from Dropbox earlier. Again, the link will be in the linked article down below. And this kind of just showcases how PowerIK works. You see a number of different things in action. We've got a full body IK solver, robust, efficient squash and stretch of any skeleton. So you can obviously create some interesting effects there. We've got ground IK, so you stick your creature to the ground. You can also see as it's hitting rocks, it's dealing with them accordingly, so you can do that. This one is completely procedural animation. If I turn it off, none of these dinos are actually as part of the scene. So you can use this in your own procedural animation if you so wish. Now, I don't know why this guy is currently wigging out, but as you can see, they're dealing with the mismatched levels of ground. Their feet are automatically finding the right level. The IK solver is handling the animation as a result. This is actually one of the best examples of exactly what this guy is capable of. So there's a single node here. All the rest of this is being done procedurally. Here we've got moving platforms, so feet and thorax respond smoothly to the moving collisions. That spider from before, you can see it's interacting and handling changes in the environment. This one is rotating long limbs using the snake in effect. The rotation of the head smoothly affects the neck. And you can sort of see it in action right there. Next, we have a 3-point VR solver. This guy is being controlled by just the 2 hands and the head, and then you've got the 2 angled feet. We'll look at this one as one of the examples in a second, but you're using just these individual controls to solve for this guy. This one is being prone on the ground, so reaching down, trying to push himself up, stabled head and the moving platform here. So you can see as the platform moves around, the IK solver is just kind of dealing with it. And then finally, we have leaning, stride, scaling, and foot placement. So again, this guy is coping with the fact that the world underneath him is a chaotic place, and the animation is automatically updating and handling it accordingly. So those are the kind of things that PowerIK is all about doing for you. So let's go look at one of the examples. We'll look at this guy right here. So this is VR point solving. So these 3 control points are handling the entire skeleton. You want to check this guy out. Once you've got the content installed, the example project imported, go into characters, and then you're going to find all the different things we looked at here. So the spider we looked at earlier on is available here. In this particular case, we want the mannequin. There's a couple different examples of mannequin skateboard and so on. We're looking at the VR example in this particular case. And the key thing that you're going to look at in most cases isn't so much the blueprint class controlling it, but instead this, the animation blueprint. So this is where the PowerIK solver kicks in. And you see this one is a pretty simple example, is why I kind of went with it. So you've got control at the head point, and then both hands, and then the feet are anchored. So you can see here, you've got smoothing comes in. Here is the effector. So this is the PowerIK effector. This is going to be doing the heavy work for you. This basically solves the inverse kinematics based on the world that it's in. You'll also notice if I go back to this guy right here, it has a full physics setup. I thought I might have this guy mixed up with another one. Just a second. Sorry, wrong location. So here you see under the characters, mannequin, we go over here to the mesh. This is all shared between all the mannequin examples, by the way, not just in the VR one. So go to mesh and you will find the physics asset as defined here. And you can see there are a number of collisions in case. So with this person falls to the ground, like so, you're going to see, a ragdoll. So there is physics set up on this mannequin character. So that is going to be naturally pulling it down. So then what we have is the head is basically constantly pulling it up. So this guy has 100% pull weight. It controls the entire torso because the torso doesn't have any effectors. Rotate bones is on. So you can see here we have the pull weight set at full. And then down here, the hands, well, they're not being controlled in this particular case because there's no input here, but you see you can set the pull weight there. So as the hands move around, these two effectors would move those individual hands. Meanwhile, down here, you have the feet effectors. So these are basically pinned to the ground and keep us located there. All of these effectors work together. So you have the head one here, the two hands, and then the 2 feet being all fed in here to the PowerIK solver. You see here 5 different effectors fed in, and then that is pumped out to component to local and out to your output pose. And that is kind of how the whole thing works. We go back here, look at any of the other characters. Let's say, for example, the spider. We'll go ahead and see. So again, there is a control rig for the spider in action. You see it right here. So there is the rig, all the various different pieces in action. There is a PowerIK solver handling everything. Here is controlling the thorax of it. So there is, again, a solver in action, all the various different bones coming together to control that. The head and fangs and the abdomen controls. So you can see how the control rig is set up with the PowerIK solvers in place. And then we go back over here. You can see the individual example. So this one is interacting with the ground. So this is the one where those pillars moved up and down. And once again, go check out the animation blueprint, and you're going to see how the setup works, how the solver takes things, and then the output. So once again, for any of these things, what you want to do is come in and basically look at how the setup, the control rig is set up, like so, and then the animation blueprint for each individual example. You get an idea of how all of these things work. Now, on top of that, one nice thing about the PowerIK setup is if we head back on over here, you will find this link right here, the documentation link. The documentation is pretty solid. There is quite a bit here. One of the downsides is it seems to have been picked up by Epic Games, and since then, the creators have gone mostly silent. So I don't know if they just, took their bags of money and ran off into the wilderness. So I don't know if Epic Games themselves are going to be supporting this one going forward or not. But if you are looking for a dynamic IK solver, PowerIK is completely free. It is working in the most current version after you jump through a couple of hoops, and it is decently well documented. Again, if you want, go ahead and check out that that link that we saw down here. This is your projects links, and there's a couple of blueprints you can go and see examples of sample meshes with documented blueprints, and we got some procedural animation blueprints as well, so you can see how to use this for completely dynamic scenes like what you saw. If we go back here to the very basics, don't cancel that out, with these guys right here. So if I look at this scene, there's absolutely nothing in it, and here you can see once again, I go ahead and run this guy, and there we have our dynamic procedural dinosaurs walking around, interacting with the world quite nicely, and their feet are adapting to the different ground heights, different stride lengths, getting around obstacles and so on. So as I mentioned off the hop, this is probably the ideal example of what PowerIK is all about. So if you've got your animations and you want to adapt them to a dynamic and changing world, different topologies and heights and so on, PowerIK could be a very good fit for you. All right, that is it. Let me know what you think. Comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.